What's up, everyone? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit day 112. And today we have a push day, my secondary deadlift day. And man, it was a great workout today. Like everything was clicking. Um, I've been trying to implement something into my sessions maybe about the last week. Maybe it's even been longer than a week, like 2, 3 weeks, where I kind of capped my sessions at 2 hours because I felt like I would normally take until 5. I would get to the gym 2:30 and then be there until 5. But I've been trying from start to finish warm ups to the last set of my last exercise, trying to get it to about 2 hours instead of 2 hours 30. And really standardizing my rest across the main lifts. So about 3 minutes, and then everything else is about, I want to say, like 2 minutes to 3 minutes as well, depending on how much, like how beat up I feel. If I'm like pretty beat, fatigued, I will rest 3 minutes. If I'm good to go, I'll go two. And this is just to kind of get my like GPP up, muscle endurance up, and kind of to just keep the tension where it needs to be. And if it's arms, like arm training, specifically biceps, I'll do like 1 minute between sets because I feel like for biceps, it's at least for me, I've noticed more growth in my arms since I've started keeping the rest period short. For triceps, it's a little bit different because you need more rest. The elbow can get stressed very easily. So I try to go like 2 minutes. But I've been experimenting with one, with the ascending tricep sets I talked about yesterday, and it honestly felt good. So I might implement it for my other tricep stuff as well and see how it goes to kind of trim the session down. But man, this I had a problem with this machine where I felt really kind of shitty. But since I've been working on my overhead rotation and my external rotation, today I felt insane when I grabbed onto this. Like I felt really powerful through my lats, and I really just felt like I could go in on these, which I did. And I think I'm really gonna start enjoying doing pullovers a lot. And I think if you have a problem with this machine when you're grabbing it overhead like this, I think you should probably consider working on like your overhead mobility as well. So like I do, what is it? Overhead rotations, like but what is it called? I have it on my phone. It's like I know one of them is external rotation where you grab like a wooden stick or a PVC pipe and you like rotate this arm out and then you hold it there. But there's another one that I do for my shoulder, specifically shoulder dislocations. You grab it like in a snatch position, you go over and you go behind like this, arm straight, obviously. But it's been working wonders on my overhead mobility, and really making sure that instead of feeling it like in my shoulder joint, I'm feeling it in my lat. And so far, I feel like my back has been the thing that has been getting exponentially stronger to the point right here where like I might have to stop using this Arsenal machine because I'm gonna have to load it heavy, and I'm like leaning back and pushing into the ground, but the machine keeps coming up, so I had to put weight on it, and it still is just like coming up. So I don't know. We'll see. I really don't want to have to stop using this one because it's not bolted, but I really enjoy doing like these single pull downs. But maybe I'm gonna have to switch to like a cable or something because having a problem with stability on the machine because it's not bolted down. But I really do enjoy doing that machine. And today I kind of did something different. Normally I would do like three straight sets across this exercise and the next one, but after I did two for each, so with that single pull down and then my Meadows row, I decided to go into a bilateral movement. So instead of two back movements, I had four, and I had one unilateral. No, I had five actually. I went two unilateral after the pullover, and then into one bilateral after. Um, and this was my bilateral lat movement. And really I just felt because like shit was torched from single, and I felt like the position that I have to maintain on the unilateral movements is a lot harder than bilateral. So I just decided to move into it, not knowing how it would feel. And honestly, I really enjoyed it because it let me feel muscles that I don't normally feel during the bilateral movements. And I think right now it's just because I'm still getting muscle back in those areas, but it felt good. And it let me do some stuff that I don't normally do, which is like close grip pull downs. I've kind of rotated them in and out, and then barbell rows, which I haven't done in I think like a month and a half. I rotated them out because I was just having lower back problems. But I think now that I've started to get my core stronger and started doing abs like every day, like pretty much every day, some sort of ab movement, whether it's you know obliques, the the whole front ab, which is upper and lower, which I'll do some sort of decline sit up on one of my squat days. On the other squat day, I'll do planks. Both of my deadlift days, I'll do hanging leg raises to work the bottom to kind of deload my back. And then I'll do different styles of obliques as well. I don't really know the names because I'm not very well versed in it, but rotational ab exercises, static, and then transverse where you're moving, I think is what it is. But oh, and resisting force. So I have a good amount of core, and I've very much noticed with certain movements that I feel so much stronger. My lower back isn't a limiting factor because my core has gotten so much stronger. So I recommend if you like start having back problems to just start doing a bunch of core stuff, and might not be the fix, but I feel like more often than not it'll definitely help your lower back just doing more core stuff, right? Because we don't really have that much core activation, and I don't think that there's such thing as having a core that's too strong. You obviously have to work into it because when I started, I was doing maybe one day a week, I think, and then if I was sore, I would try to do some. Couldn't do it, I would stop. Maybe the next 2 days, I would do another one, and then as I got used to it, I started adding sessions, and I'm basically up to abs every other day within a month and a half, and I feel so much stronger through my midsection, especially in squats. I've noticed is the biggest factor, like through the entire core, from the side to the front to the other side. It's just I feel like very stable, and I really do enjoy ab training. I really think that it is very underrated for people that aren't trying to even like have their abs show. I think it's important to do it. Um, I think I may have talked about it before, but core training is just such an important training principle that I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of because they feel they've been kind of hoaxed into, internet coaches saying all you need is heavy squats and heavy deadlifts, and I just don't think that's true. You get one function of the abs, which is resisting. I think it's resisting force or motion, like your spine bending, but like you're not really working it through flexion. You're not working certain areas of it, um, like specifically top to bottom, and then the entirety. You're not really like working everything as a single unit and then coming together as a whole. And I feel like it just keeps you healthier if you just integrate some sort of ab training as much as you can when you're recovered, obviously. But that's just my opinion. I just started doing it, and I feel like it's definitely helped not only my training but just everyday life. Just feeling so much stronger when I walk, and my lower back not feeling as beat up. But I digress. It was a good session. My body weight is finally coming down. I think this is my newest low in about a month. Man, I've been stuck the entire month of September around 285 to 290 in that top end range, and I'm finally coming down under it. And I'm hoping that within the next week I come down to like the 275 range slowly. And then I'll be right back on track with where I need to be. Uh, and Yeah, then the next month, October, is gonna get crazy because I'm gonna start seeing some insane definition when I get down there. Hopefully, put on my belt. And honestly, one thing I want to say is those back movements today, I felt like I finally was hitting my mid back. It felt really good. I'm just really glad to be able to train every day and grateful. But this is pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 113 and some leg training. Kind of boring, but thanks for watching.